What's up YouTube? For tonight we have a full Zubat team. Yes, this is for my 400k subscriber special, so woohoo, we did it guys, and I really appreciate every single one of you for supporting my videos through all of the years. I think I've been on YouTube for about 7 years now, so what a milestone. Anyway, make sure you leave your theme teams in the comment section as usual guys, and yeah, my narration might sound a little bit off today because I've got this damn cold, so just bear that one in mind. Alright, let's do this. The mighty Zubat team. I got flattened that many times this team. I finally got the greatest battle ever. Make sure you stick around though, guys. You need to watch the blooper. It is pure gold. Okay, so we've got an Altari lead going for a Dragon Dance because Zubat is such a bulky Pokemon. You need more boosts. Okay, so I'm going to set up the Confuse Ray here. Now, this is a incredibly annoying Zubat set. Well, a lot of them were, but I wanted to make them all different, but I'll get into explaining each of them soon. Okay, so I'm going to get hit by the Dragon Claw there. Now, this was a trapping Zubat. I had Confuse Ray, I had Attract, I had Toxic, and I had Mean Look. So it's just a pure, like, trolling set. Like, it works so good. Like, most battles, I'd get one trapping kill with it. It was very funny. Okay, so I'm going to go down to the Dragon Claw there, so that's my first Zubat gone bye-bye. That's alright though, I've got the Confusion up and I've got the Toxic, so that's not too bad there. Unfortunately, I got countered because the Altaria was a female, so I was counting on it to be a male. Most of the Pokemon you will verse on Wi-Fi are male, in my opinion, with what I've seen. Okay, so I'm going to obviously get hit here by the freaking Dragon Claw again. I'm running a more of a bulky set on this one. Going for the Mean Look now, so it's trapped in. Had a couple of sets. Those two sets sort of were similar, but the EV spreads were a little bit different, and I was running Everlight on this one. Okay, so that's cool. I've got the Altara trapped in. I've got the Toxic up. That's good. Now, I've got Roost on this too for some recovery. Now, it's going to go for a second Dragon Dance because this is a super duper bulky Zubat here. Right, so I'm going to got the Venom Drench set here. Now, what Venom Drench does is a very cool movie. You really never see it being used, so I was quite excited to use this set. It drops the stats of your attack, special attack, and speed, but you can only use it if the opponent is poisoned like this. So it makes it very situational to use, basically because the opponent can just swap out and then it's going to fail. So I did that with Mean Look, so you know they would have been forced to stay in, and then I could use it. Okay, I just with the second Dragon Claw, and I'm going to get off the Roost here. So that's a good form of recovery there, and it's about a 3-hit KO with that bulky defensive Zubat set. Very defensive. Okay, so here I can basically go, I thought, well, probably going to use Dragon Dance again or Roost. I made a decision, like a 50-50 chance to go for a Venom Drench again there myself, or a Roost. I wasn't too sure. I just thought if I keep roosting, I can just stall it out anyway. That wasn't really too hard there. Once it was trapped in, that was the main thing I was like going for there. Okay, so Altara is going to be getting hit really hard by the Toxic now. Since I can basically take 2 or 3 hits now, I can just go for the Venom Drench. There's nothing this Altara can do to me. It needs a critical hit basically to take me out there, and which I was hoping didn't happen. Okay, so continuing, I like the animation of Venom Drench too. Okay, so I've dropped its attack again, and here I can just go for a Roost again. Altara can go for a Roost too, but yeah, it's going to eventually go into Toxic, which is the good thing there. Okay, so you can see how it would have worked on the other set too. I didn't have Venom Drench. I had Confuse Ray and Attract, so they were very similar sets, but however, one made you virtually have a tiny chance of attacking, where this one made you were able to attack, but you weren't going to hit very hard, and you were trapped in, and your stats were constantly getting lowered. That was the two key differences between those Zubats, but they ran the similar sort of set there. Okay, so just looking at those Zubats on the side there, it's funny. Okay, so Altara is down, and that was beaten by my trapping Zubat. Okay, so this was pretty funny. So Tropius is going to go for the substitute here, right? All my Zubats had Infiltrator on them because of obvious reasons like this, and I'm going to poison the Tropius. Now, I wasn't sure if it had Lumberry. I was hoping it didn't have Lumberry. Hoping it had, like, Harvest Citrus Berry or something like that. So that's pretty good. Now, Tropius is going to swap out there, which was interesting. I wasn't sure what other moves it was going to have. It could have been a Stoli set or whatever. Now, I went for Venom Drench here because that's going to go through because of Infiltrator. But as I said before, someone can easily swap out of it and then it's useless. Right, so I'm pretty sure they had all Dragon Dance on all of their Pokemon, like it was a Dragon Dance team, so it was pretty cool. I mean, I can't really talk, I'm running a freaking Zubat team. Right, so I've got to poison up on the Lapras here, so I was like, well, it's probably going to use Ice Shard here, but it's not. It's going to use Waterfall there, and I'm going to tank that with my mighty stats. Okay, going for the Venom Drench here. So a couple of these, most of this team was very, very taunt bait material, but that made it fun to use. Okay, so there's not much I can do here. I went for Roost here because it didn't reveal Ice Shard, so I was like, oh, maybe it doesn't have Ice Shard because it's got Dragon Dance, but then it's going to throw out the Ice Shard there, and that's my second Zubat down there, which sucks. That's all good though. I was like, well, even if I get wrecked now, that's fine. I'll probably show them in the bloopers or something like that. That was pretty fun. Okay, so it's time to bring out, you'll never guess, another Zubat. I think this is bat number 2. That's what I had to name them because it got confusing. Okay, so Lapras is going to set up another Dragon Dance, probably expecting another bulky Everlight variant of Zubat here. Now, I've got Acrobatics on this. It's actually a sweeping one, so it's not very bulky at all. I get a critical hit there. It doesn't really do too much there. So with this set, I've got Acrobatics with Focus Sash, so that works pretty nicely there. A nice boost after your Focus Sash is wasted. I think I gave it Poison Fang. I didn't give it Brave Bird, I gave it Acrobatics. There wasn't too many like physical moves that I wanted to run on this set. I think I gave it U-turn as well. Anyway, so I'm going for the Acrobatics, and that just demolishes the Lapras there, so I'm very happy with that one. Okay, so Tropius is going to come out here. I just went for Acrobatics again. I'm like, might as well go for it. This should do some decent damage, I guess. And it just destroys Tropius there. And that's good. That's 3 Pokemon down. So that's more than I ever expected to get in any battle. Okay, so out comes Whiscash. I can't really do anything to this thing. It's going to go for Dragon Dance again. It's going to try and sweep. So I'm guessing it's got stuff like Earthquake, Waterfall. That's its main 2-step. That was my other move. It was Super Fang. So in case I verse like a really bulky tank or anything like that, or just trying to set up on me, I'd go for the Super Feint. A very, very handy move that does like half the opponent's health, and then it just keeps halving and halving until you can't do much. Okay, so I can see it's got Life Orb there, so I need to take this thing out maybe with a bit of Life Orb damage. So I'm going to get hit by the Stone Edge there, and that's going to take me all down to my Focus Sash too. So I graded a couple of Focus Sash on these Zubat because the chances of them getting one-shotted was very, very high. Okay, so Air Slash didn't quite kill, which sucks, but wow, that was really risky going for a Stone Edge on 1 health, but that's going to take my Zubat out there. But fortunately, there's that Life Orb damage, which is going to take out the Whiscash there, because Stone Edge basically one-shots all of my Pokemon. Okay, that lovely, those Zubats on the side, they're so good. Okay, and now we have Scraggy. Shiny doesn't change too much. Anyway, so time to bring in the next Zubat. Okay, so another Dragon Dance. So I think every one of these Pokemon has used Dragon Dance. I think they have. Oh, except Tropius, but I'm sure they had Dragon Dance. Now, this is my mighty defensive Zubat set. I've got Curse. I've got Max Health, Max Special Defense with Everlight. It's got Wing Attack. It's got Payback, Roost, and Curse. So it's an extremely overpowered set. All right, so we're going boost for boost at the moment. I'm getting my Curses up, and they're getting their Dragon Dances up. So it's not really going to matter because my defense is up, but I guess they're getting faster. I was going to go for the Wing Attack here. Okay, so they're going to go for High Jump Kick, which is very effective. I'm pretty sure they said that was a misclick there, so I went for Wing Attack anyway because it's super. Now they're going to go for the Thunder Punch. I was like, oh crap, this is still going to do lots to me. And I just lived that one, and I get freaking paralyzed. I'm like, please don't get paralyzed. And I get past the Wing Attack. I get past the paralysis. Wing Attack hits for max damage this time. So I got a min damage, so I got a max damage. So that was cool. The last Pokemon they have is Crocodile, and it's probably definitely going to be Everlight here. Okay, so I was like, well, is it going to use Dragon Dance again? But no, it's going to take me out with the Ice Punch. So, and that we all know that crit mattered. Okay, so my last Pokemon, you'll never guess what it is Zubat. Okay, this was pretty funny. So here I'm going to go for the Snatch because I was like, well, it's a female Pokemon, so I might as well go for it. Not really. I thought I was going to go for the Dragon Dance there, which it did. And my Zubat gets fucking Dragon Dance. Like, lol. Okay, this wasn't really a sweeping set, but it had a little bit of attack EVs. It was kind of like a supporting set. So going for the Air Ice here, and unfortunately it doesn't do over half health, and I'm going to get one-shotted by Ice Punch, and that's pretty much the game. Hope you guys enjoy this one. This was really hard. Enjoy those bloopers.